What's up, everybody? My name is Brascus, and welcome back to this war of mine. Pavel's still dead. Sad day. Hungry is slightly wounded and tired. Hey, he's not sad anymore. That's good. He needs to actually have one of those. Both of you will have one of the canned foods, because, well, yeah, because it's been a little while since they ate, so I want them to eat again. Slightly wounded and tired, not very tasty, but it's filling. Now he needs to go to bed, because he's still injured, and I'm trying to get him to rest up. So that I could use bandages, but I'm trying not to use anything unless I have to. That's the trick. These cans are quite nutritious. They're gross, but they're nutritious. Okay, now we got a lot more lumber. Actually, check this. No, I need like 10 more components and 5 more lumber on top of what I've got to make an improved metal workshop. So right now, the more vital thing for me is to patch up our house. We just need to make the house as safe as possible, if I can. I could make a moonshine still, though. What do I need for filters again? Just components. And that might not be bad for us. Herbal workshop. Herbal meds, bandages, low quality roll-up cigarettes can upgrade to make real meds and good quality cigarettes. I should make one of those too, but I really don't want my house to be full of holes. Like, right now, that's kind of my main concern. I want this place to be fixed. As much as I can make it fixed. The safer it is for whoever has to be on guard at night, the better. Now, what else am I going to have in my inventory when this is done? Not much, in all honesty. I mean, I think that's it for lumber. I've got 18 materials, or components, and I've got 9 parts. But that's about it. I might want to make another knife. I think I'm going to look into making another knife. That way one person on guard can have a knife, and the person scavenging can have a knife. Hopefully they'll never have to use it, but at least we'll have one. And then in addition, if we get another survivor at some point, who I'm hoping, maybe that'll eventually happen, then we'll at least have 2 knives, and maybe we can put whoever needs to stand guard with a knife. No, I need lumber to make a knife. Okay, never mind. I've got the parts for it, but not the lumber. So pretty much anything else at this point we need lumber, so we're good. Let's check the radio. I haven't done that in a couple of days. Bless the radio. You're listening to Radio Pogoren. We regret to announce that our colleague Jovan died this morning. He was shot by a sniper on his way to work. He will be missed. Yeah, that's depressing. Alright, what else we got here? Lovely classical music. Upcoming days should still be nice and warm, perfect for a stroll in the park. Okay, so no bad weather yet. I need to be watching for that, because I need to start considering making a heater soon. Anything else? Nope. How about the other way? Anything important at all? The rebels' spokesman informed us that some districts might become inaccessible to civilians because the government forces are planning to storm the city. They hope to end the fighting before the international intervention. Music. And that's pretty much it. Well, we'll let the music play and let her rest. I'm going to wait till a little bit later in the afternoon just to see if anybody else shows up for trading or anything. But otherwise, we'll probably just call it good. I'm wondering what else needs to be patched up. We've got this patched. We've got this patched. She patched up the area over the door here. Maybe the ceiling up top still needs to be repaired. Other than that, though, I think most of it's pretty well taken care of. And that's nice. I like that our house is slowly becoming more secure. We don't just have giant gaping holes in the walls anymore. Okay, so it's almost 1 p.m. I don't think anybody else is going to come today. If they were, they'd probably have already done it by now. So we're just going to end the day. And fingers crossed, everything goes all right tonight. He's still slightly wounded, so he's going to keep guarding. And I need her to scavenge, because she's got the most space. And neither one of them is tired, so yay us. Shelled school. The school was damaged by mortar shells. No classes held for a long time. Recently, a group of rebel militiamen moved into the abandoned building. They might be willing to trade with us. Danger, possible trade, lots of food, huge amounts of materials, meds, weapons, and parts. There's also a city hospital and a small apartment building. This old apartment building used to be owned by an elderly couple and their son, but they fled before the siege. There are rumors of some shady-looking, well-armed individuals taking refuge there. We'd better be careful if we decide to go there. Lots of food, materials, meds, huge amounts of weapons and parts. Also danger. The city hospital has been shelled several times. There was a fire and numerous bandit raids, and yet it still operates. Some wards still admit patients and save lives, mostly thanks to Dr. Jeffimo, a renowned surgeon who remains steadfast and keeps others in line. Lots of food, lots of materials, huge amounts of meds and parts. Caution advised. You know, I've still got food. Oh, there's a hotel here too. Small yet luxurious hotel previously owned by Pogoren Travel Agency, presently occupied by some armed thugs. Screams are sometimes heard coming from the building. It's best to keep away from it. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Keeping away from it, I mean. We're going to go back to the decrepit squat because there was a lot of components and a lot of lumber. I still have food and I've got bandages. So that's what I'm really after right now. And I didn't see anywhere I needed to break into, so I'm just going to have her go with a completely empty bag and see what we can get. Okay, now I know... I think I emptied this, or just about emptied it, didn't I? Okay, I want the electronics, and I want the parts. I don't feel like I need the rest of that, though. There was also a tip that was left that basically said if you wanted to take the time, you could explore the rest of the place, but if you emptied it, then it stops being a loot point. So if you leave like one thing in a point by the entrance, you can take all this stuff. I'm actually going to try this. And move it right up to the front. So you can explore the rest of it when you feel you're confident you're more or less safe. Take it to the front and then store it up there. And then the next time you need a whole bunch, you can just come back in a hurry and get it all. So like right there, we've got a bunch of components, 2 parts. That, you know, I might even just take what I've got at this point and go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 more lumber. I might be good with that. Maybe I can find a little more in the way of parts somewhere. Might be nice if I could find that, just to top off the stack. Because I have 2 right now. If I get to 4, then it would complete that, and I'm not wasting space. Alright, we got plenty there. Although, again, there's more over here, so maybe I'll come grab that. Is there anything up top here? Anything in the bathroom? Let's look through here. Nobody in there, so open this up. Looks like there's a person up there. I'd rather not engage with them if I don't have to. Is there parts anywhere in here? There's some parts. Okay, so we'll grab those 2. Now we're going to exit, and I'm going to come back down here. It's going to take me a minute, but that's okay. Still got time. Now open that up. And we'll put away a bunch of components, parts, lumber, everything we've got room for, basically. Yeah, look at all that. Okay, so that just goes in there now. Is there even, like, a space limit on that kind of stuff, or can you just stock it full? There might not even be a limit on it. I don't know. All right, now grab the components. And the lumber. Let's peek through here. Is there anything in here? I see the old guy still back there. And that door looks like it's open, but I don't know if he's hostile or not. I'd rather not find out unless I have to. So we're going to come up top and take a look over here and see if there's anything... Oh, sorry, first up here. Yeep, stop running, please. Okay, grab that. Grab the lumber and the electronics. And exit, and then look through here. Okay, I don't see anybody in there, so we're going to open this up, take a look. What does this say? The letter says, Dearest Masha, I found shelter among the homeless. I am no longer a teacher or an artist. I am one of them now. There is not much food, so some of my friends already left us, but do not be worried. I too will seek more appropriate refuge as soon as I finish my painting. That's kind of sad. I hope they're okay. Okay, let's open this up. I realize he's right down there, but I'm hoping that I can check this out without getting noticed or anything. Okay, so I found more lumber and more components. I've got plenty of components in here. We'll take one more to top off the stack. And then I'm just going to get lumber for the rest of that. Exit. Let's examine this real quick. Someone probably painted this picture recently. There are rich-looking people sitting together in a littered, ruined building. A metaphor of some sort, I believe. I would believe you're right. And that's very poignant. Alright. Let's go down and come back over here. This place feels relatively safe. I like this, at least for supplies. Okay, open that up. And we're going to top off on... Well, really, I guess just parts. Let's actually put the electronics away, because I don't really need electronics. I've got 16 components. I could make that an even 20, but I think I want more lumber. And we'll call that good. Now, we're obviously in a tight spot because Pavel is dead. But we're managing to do okay so far. But somebody did mention that if I wanted to, there are all kinds of Steam Workshop mods for this game. And one of them that I should consider is maybe getting one that will allow for increased stack sizes so you can carry more back in one trip. I might consider that depending on how the rest of this goes. Where is my buddy? Is he asleep somewhere? Night was calm. Katya had been searching for supplies, brought back some interesting things. Yeah, he's just down there. Slightly wounded, still tired, and hungry. Well, keep sleeping then, because you need to fix that whole slightly wounded thing. You should come down here first. Is there anywhere else I need to patch up? No, the house is basically patched. So at this point, that's done. So now I want to start considering, a trap for small animals. The only small animals left seem to be rats. Still, meat is a rare commodity in wartime. We simply have to put in some bait and wait. Ugh. Still tempting, but I think I'd rather make some other stuff first. So this requires all of that. 14 components, 6 lumber, 2 parts. 5 parts, 6 lumber, and 14 components. So I should be able to make both of these, which allow us to make bandages, herbal meds, and low-quality cigarettes. And then this is something that we can use to get trade goods, so I think we need to make some of those. I might need to make a simple heater, though, too. Allows us to heat the shelter so that we don't get ill. Can prepare fuel for it using wood, books, or various components. I'm still going to hold off on that for now. Well, check the radio first. What does the radio say? If the radio says bad weather's on its way, then we'll consider making a heater. That's the music's playing. We already saw that one. Come on, there it is. Colleague Jovan shot by a sniper. Upcoming days should still be nice and warm, perfect for a stroll in the park. Okay, so we're fine there. So yeah, we don't need to worry about the heater just yet. So let's go ahead and make the herbal workshop, herbal garden. Use fertilize and grow herbs here. Use them to make medication or cheap cigarettes. What am I missing for that? Oh, wow, you need 30 lumber to construct that. Well, we've got herbs, so let's make the workshop at least. Where am I going to put it? I could stick it down here. Or we could put it over here. Kind of like having all my workshops in roughly the same place, so let's put it there. Yeah, I know, Katya. Everybody could use some rest. We could really use another survivor. If somebody came knocking on our door and said, "Hey, you have a nice place. Can I please be part of your little society? I come bearing a tribute of food." Oh, that would be just like a dream come true. I can't believe I killed Pavel. Okay, so... to make bandages, you need pure alcohol, which we're actually about to start learning how to make, components, and herbs. Cigarettes requires tobacco and components. Herbal meds is alcohol and herbs. Homegrown tobacco is herbs. And a roll-up cigarette is components and homegrown tobacco. Okay, so we can make all that kind of stuff, but we're not going to just yet, because now we need to go make a still. Because I should still have the components to do that. Moonshine still. Make it. Yeah, moonshine belongs in the basement. Mega moonshine still. And then I think I still have a filter left, so I probably ought to use that. How much water do I have? Still have 20 water, so we're okay there. I wish I had more vegetables. Oh well, that's alright. Oh yeah, I wanted to read this too. So we only have one chair. Maybe we need to make more chairs. We have beds, and we sleep in decent conditions. If someone gets sick or wounded, they'll have a place to rest. We've made a radio, and we like listening to it. We're glad to have some books. Reading helps forget the horrors of war. Staying here offers slightly respite in these hard times. Cups of coffee consumed per day 1. We lack cigarettes. All breaches in our walls have been boarded up. We should be able to repel minor attacks even if we are all caught sleeping. Well, that's good. So maybe tonight I'll have Bruno keep resting since he's still injured. And I'll have Katya go out and do her normal scavenging thing. Oh, people. Real fast. Okay, so I have to burn stuff to do this. Moonshine with lumber. Yeah, go ahead and make that real quick. I will be with you in just a moment. Oh, it's you two again. I really hope you're coming to repay me for the meds I gave you. And then make one of those. Don't go anywhere, I'm coming. I just want to finish making moonshine first. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, I'm coming. Alright, so it's doing its thing. She just had to, like, use the fuel and prepare it or whatever, and then it sits there for a while and does its thing. You better not be needing more stuff. Please help. Hello again, we're hungry. Kid, I don't have anything for you. Hi again, thanks to you, our mom is getting better, but she's still weak and we have no food left. We are very hungry. Can you give us something to eat, please? Give me a sec. He needs canned food. I don't have canned food, so I can't. I mean, I could, maybe, in theory, give him, like, raw food, but that's all I've got, so I don't have any. Maybe later? It'll be alright, they didn't say no. So I'll try to find some food. But don't hold your breath, kid. Okay, she needs to sleep so she's not going to be tired the next night. She might actually already be. I don't know if I got her down fast enough. She spent a lot of time building things and getting alcohol ready, which we can use for trading, which is my big thing. I could also use it to make bandages, but I'm hoping to use it for trading. End the day. Enough sleeping. Note, distilled gold. Okay. So I need to go somewhere where... So see, he's still slightly wounded, but I'm going to have him sleep in a bed again, because he needs to recover, and theoretically, we should be okay. She needs to scavenge, but I want her to try and go somewhere where we can trade with people and hopefully find canned food. Was it the church? We could find some useful materials. Still meeting place for local community. Priest Olek, known for his charitable work and offering refuge to the poor, might have something to give away or trade. The vestry behind the church is devastated and abandoned. We could find some useful materials there. We're going to go to St. Mary's Church. Now, I don't have a lot, but I've got herbs, and I can make alcohol, which means I can trade a bandage away if I have to. Oh, crap, and I don't actually have alcohol yet. I'll probably have that tomorrow. Crap. Oops. Oh well, that's alright. I guess we'll bring some... Man, what's valuable? I don't even know. Coffee's a valuable commodity. I'm sure she'd be happier if I didn't trade away the coffee, but if it's valuable, we need it. Especially because we need food. Oh my god, do we need food. No moonshine without sugar, essential for the fermentation process. So we need to keep that. Now that we've got a moonshine still, I can't really afford to give that away. Books are supposed to be commonplace. If I find another piece of lumber, I could trade a knife. I'm going to take it with me, which might be dangerous given that Bruno may need it. Okay, no, I'm fine. I'm going to take the bandages, I'm going to take the coffee, and I'm going to hope that that's enough. And we're going to have to see what we can get. Okay, here we go. When I was a child, I would come here with my parents. Well, we got more lumber and components, so go ahead and grab some of that. Wait, don't do that. Put some of it back, because I need to remember that I can use that as a storage point. In fact, just leave all of it, because I can come back there later. Where's the priest? Is this him? This is a little harrowing, isn't it? Welcome, we've been robbed recently, so we have little left. Crap. I was hoping I'd talk to you and trade with you. My flock always sleeps beneath the church. Please do not disturb them. Well, that didn't really go according to plan, did it? Shoot. Oh wait, maybe I still can. He stood up, so that means maybe I can talk with him. He's got canned food. I know it's going to cost me, but I need 2 things of canned food at least. I've got coffee, and I've got bandages. It won't do, try harder. Damn it. Okay, can I get 1 can of food for that? That's very generous of me, apparently. Well, great, but okay. So you know what we're going to do. Not interested yet. But, in theory, I mean, as kind of low down as this is, I should be able to scavenge a bunch of stuff, come back and trade it to him. That might cost me a lot in the way of lumber and components that I could otherwise use, but then I'll at least have the stuff. So let's try this and see if it even works. I'm hoping it will, because I'm trying to be a good person in the middle of a war. Okay, so if I asked you for a couple of cans of this, I give you this, I can give you this. Okay, now we have a deal if I give him the lumber. He doesn't want components, but he'll do it with lumber. Would you be willing to trade me raw food? No, okay. So let me keep whatever I can. Can I keep the coffee? Okay, so I can keep the coffee if I do that. I'm just giving up a bandage. Alright, so we have a deal. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Kind of. Alright, come back here and grab this. There wasn't a whole lot left here, but I'm going to take whatever I can get. I'm still going to try and leave a little bit up front here, just in case I want to move some stuff around, but for now I'm just going to come grab it. Especially the lumber, because I can use that to make another knife. And then we'll take a bunch of components, and we'll just leave that left, and we'll be good. Okay, so we got canned food. Maybe we can help the kids. We got a lot of lumber. Maybe we can make a place where you can grow vegetables and whatnot. That would be nice. But we're also out of time, so let's see how last night went. Had a good haul. Police say it was a calm night. We've been raided. Someone came to take our things by force. Shit. Of course. Okay, so Koch had been searching for supplies and brought some interesting things. Someone tried to rob us. They were just a couple of scavengers, so we managed to fend them off. Thankfully, we were all armed. Bruno was wounded, but the attackers didn't steal anything. We should put more people on guard. Bruno has a deep wound and could do with some bandages that I just traded. Alright, well, on the upside, I think we have the stuff we need now to craft bandages, so we can do that and fix Bruno. But that was exactly what I was afraid of having happen. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. We're all out of time for this episode, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. We will continue to struggle through. I really like this game. As much fun as I'm having, it also really makes you think, and it's kind of sombering to realize that there are places in the world that are going through this. I think somebody mentioned, either in the comments, I forget where I read it, but the game itself was based on diaries and journals that I think were found by actual people from the Croatian Wars. And in fact, I even knew someone from... It was one of my old managers when I worked at a movie theater, and his name was Mr. Kovic. And I think he was from a little town called Herzegovina. And he described situations like this before, you know. He was a funny guy, though, you know, just hilarious. He'd just randomly be talking to us about, like, we'd be talking about cars or something. He's like, oh, yes, I know how to drive car and truck, bicycle, tank. You know, just throws tank in there like it's a normal everyday thing. So, yeah, it's sobering to play something like this that really has an important message and reminds us that this kind of stuff happens. This is a scenario that there are people going through probably right now. So it's nice to play something that, while fun and strategic and entertaining, also really means something, and it really kind of devotes a message towards games or art. So thanks to the developers for that one, and thanks to anybody, well, I guess thanks to Blooded Corpse for recommending it to me. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching. If you enjoyed it, as always, let me know by hitting that like button and leaving a comment in the section right down there. And I will see everybody in the next episode. Catch you guys later.